Ladies and gentlemen, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel. It's been quite a while. Yeah, there we go. It's been quite a while. I haven't recorded a video since Sunday. It's Friday night, January 28th, 2022. Here with the AEW Rampage review. We got Wesley Williams and Cameron Johnson here. But before we get to tonight's show, I just want to say something real quick. Um, just a short apology for my uploading schedule lately. I before I came on here, I looked at how many videos I've recorded the past couple weeks. I've recorded 3 videos in 2 weeks, and for me, and the way I want this channel to grow, that's unacceptable for me. I apologize with that. Part of the reason is college work. College work has been kicking my ass this month. Luckily, I think February is going to be a little bit more relaxing for me, but this month, January, college work has been absolutely kicking my ass, and that's why the uploads have been very weak, and there was no video. I was planning to make like a video Tuesday and a video Thursday. Couldn't do any of those because college work stuff came up. I really apologize for the uploading schedule in January, February, and March, and heading on into the rest of 2022. Hopefully, I try to stay more consistent. February. Although I told these guys Wednesday, I have now for the month of February, I now have classes Wednesday nights, so we cannot do the Dynamite reviews on Wednesday nights. What we're gonna do starting next week is we're gonna review both AEW Dynamite and Rampage in one review here on the channel. That's gonna start. That's only for the month of February. Only for the month of February, but it's just a quick adjustment with what I have to do. Um, it's not a big deal. It's fine with me, but I do want to plan to upload more content. The end of the football season is coming soon. The Super Bowl is nearly 2 weeks away, and I thought, what a perfect time to start doing content about the NBA right after the Super Bowl is over, heading into the All-Star break. So that's what I think the plan is going to do. We're going to get some NBA content on the channel. We're going to bring friends who are great NBA fans. Like I know my man Cam is a huge. I see him on Twitter, dude. Cam knows a lot about the NBA, right, dude?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say that.
So we'll get him on there. Wes knows the Grizzlies a lot, so maybe we'll get him on there once in a while. I also know quite a few people, so we're gonna try to get some basketball content. And also, at the beginning of the March, it's 5 weeks away. That time flies fast. Revolution is 5 weeks away. If anybody, well, I'm gonna put this out on Twitter in a couple weeks when I return to the spoiler, I plan on returning to the IWC in the middle of February. So everything's happening right at the.
First reading.
I know, I know. I have plans. Plans are coming back right after the Super Bowl. But yeah. If anybody watching this video is going to be in Orlando for Revolution Weekend, it's 5 weeks away. So I'm going to start saying it now. If anybody watching this video or you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and you're going to be in Orlando for Rampage, Fan Fest, and more importantly, the pay-per-view, please let me know. Comment in my post, comment on these videos. Please DM me because I'm trying to meet as many people as for subscribers, followers. I'm trying to meet as many people as possible that weekend. I'm going to try to make that weekend a big weekend, not only for myself, but for this channel. So I just want to get that off my chest real quick. Spend the first 5 minutes of the review talking about that. Just want to get it off real quick. But how are you guys doing? Enough of me talking. Wes, how are you doing, my man?
Doing well, man. Great to be back talking AEW content, man. We got AEW Rampage to talk about. Pretty fun show overall. I enjoyed myself as I usually do watching AEW, and we're getting closer and closer to Revolution, man. We're about a month away, and in a couple more weeks, I will be at AEW Dynamite live and Rampage live because both of them will be taped in Nashville, Tennessee, February 16th. So, folks, I mean, hopefully I'll make an appearance on TNT on that Wednesday evening and maybe even the Friday evening. So you better keep your eyes open. But I'm super excited, man. I mean, it's coming up in just a couple of weeks. Hard to believe it's already getting so close, but I'm super, super excited, man. My first AEW show in over 2 years, and I cannot wait to be surrounded by a bunch of crazy, awesome professional wrestling fans. It's going to be a lot of fun. But tonight we're here to talk about AEW Rampage, and can't wait to dive on into it.
Mr. Cam Johnson, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing good, I'm doing good, Mr. Colin, Mr. Westman. I am doing good. Always happy to be back here on the Big Fight Field channel every Friday. I thought AEW Rampage tonight was a fun show. Thought we had a lot. It was a fun show. I thought we had a lot of really good wrestling. I thought we had a lot of really good wrestling on the show tonight, man. So overall, I thought this is a pretty fun show. This is a pretty fun way to spend. I thought this is a pretty fun way to spend an hour tonight, man. I really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't bad as well. I enjoyed myself. There are some things. Is your camera all right?
Yeah, sorry, my phone was being a little interrupted, but I'm good.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Out of it.
You're good. You're good. So, I wasn't able to watch Dynamite on Wednesday, even though I did see a few things that I do want to talk about on this review before we get into Rampage. So, I got nothing. I got nothing to promote from this week, so we're just gonna dive in right into it. Um, Probably the biggest thing, in my opinion, coming out of this week's show was the fact that we're getting MJF and CM Punk next week. It's not happening at Revolution in 5 weeks. They decided not to wait 5 weeks. They're doing it next week in Chicago, which I'm pretty shocked about. But I'm like, why are they doing the show next? Why are they doing the match next week and not waiting till the pay-per-view? And then I saw the shows in Chicago next week, and I'm like, oh, that kind of makes a little sense now. But it's happening next week. I'm honestly shocked. And dude, it's happening in Chicago. I might sound like a boomer here, but I think Punk's winning. I really do. I think Punk's winning in Chicago next week. And then I think we'll get the rematch at Revolution, and I think MJF will win at the pay-per-view. But next week, if there isn't that, MJF might screw himself out of the match or whatever. Who knows what could happen? There's possibilities with this, but I think Punk's winning next week. And I'm a little shocked that they announced that the match was going to happen on Dynamite and not at Revolution. But hey, it is by far, I would say, over Danielson and Hangman on the first TBS show for the World Championship. This is probably the biggest match of the TBS era so far in its month. Would you guys agree?
I think so. Yeah. For sure.
Let's hear from Cam first.
I don't expect this match to happen. To be quite honest with you,
Really?
I think we're getting a bait and switch. I think we're getting a bait and switch on Wednesday night. I think MJF has something. I think MJF has something up his sleeve that we don't. Something up his sleeve that we don't know about yet. I don't think this match happens on Wednesday. I don't. I think this match is going to a no contest. So I think something is going to happen. I think something is going to happen before the bell rings that constitutes us not getting this match here. Because I don't think they're going to blow this match out for free on television. Although I understand why they're doing it. I just don't think we're getting this match. I just don't think we're getting this match on free television next week. So I don't think the match happens next week.
It's interesting. So you think MJF? Hey, you think MJF could like bring out like FTR or something like that?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know, man. Wes?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I could see Punk winning the one in Chicago, and then they do a rematch at Revolution, like you said. You know, that's the most likely scenario I could see here, because the fact that it's in Chicago, it kind of, you know, and AEW is like more often than not is let the hometown hero win in their hometown. So I could see them doing like a second match at Revolution. But yeah, I was honestly shocked when they announced it for next week back on Wednesday. I was like, oh wow, we're already getting the match. But it's in Chicago. It makes a little bit more sense. But man, they've just painted this feud so beautifully. I mean, I've loved just every single segment these guys have been in together. And man, the MJF sitting on top of Punk this past Wednesday, man, cross-legged and everything with the microphone. I was like, gosh, that's one of the biggest images you could see in pro wrestling modern day, man. It's wild. But yeah, that's how I could most likely see it play out, is this Punk gets the win in Chicago, and then they rematch at Revolution.
One thing I'm also really looking forward to is how much MJF is going to be hated in Chicago on Wednesday.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
the
fun.
heat he's gonna get in Chicago.
Oh, like Punk got it in Long Island.
Yeah.
I don't
Honestly,
think it'll be worse. I don't think it would be worse than that, because there were some cheers, but I mean, MJF's a natural heel. Punk's not. But I think that man, I'm man, that it's exciting, dude. It's exciting. It's probably the biggest match in the TBS era so far, and I'm excited to watch it. And another thing that happened Wednesday night was the lights out match between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy did win that match. I thought the match was solid for what it was. Not the best lights out match AEW has ever done, but it was good for what it was. But we did get a debut out of that. Danhausen is all elite. He came out under the ring after Adam Cole tried to pull a steel chair, and Danhausen's all elite, and that's nice. I've seen his character work a bunch of times. I have not seen his in-ring work much, so um, I know that he's a comedy character. People love the hell out of him, though. People absolutely adore this guy. Um, I'm excited to see his work in AEW. I'm excited to see how he wrestles in AEW. Do I think he's going to be a champion in championship material in AEW? Probably not, but I think he'll do. I think he'll be good in there. So, Wes.
Yeah. As far as the lights out match goes, yeah, I thought like you said, Joseph, it was solid for what it was. Not the best lights out match we've ever seen from AEW. But Cassidy picking up the win was the right move. And for all the simple-minded morons in the community wanted to say Adam Cole is buried now. Apparently Adam Cole's buried. Apparently it's over with. He's never gonna revive from this horrible incident that occurred of him losing to Orange Cassidy in a match where wins and losses don't matter. So, it is what it is, man. I mean, R.I.P. Adam Cole, should have stayed in WWE all along.
He's toasted.
He's toasted. That's right, man. He's toasted, and it's just there you go. But Orange Cassidy, in all seriousness, so Orange Cassidy winning was the right move. And again, folks, it doesn't matter. The loss doesn't matter to Adam Cole. He's still undefeated in singles competition. He'll literally probably come out next week on Dynamite saying, I'm still undefeated in singles competition. If you've been paying attention to unsanctioned matches, you know that wins and losses don't matter. So, but Orange Cassidy need to win too, because Adam Cole's gotten the upper hand on Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends throughout this entire feud. Cassidy needed the win really badly, and this was a great way to do it. I enjoyed the match for what it meant, but I gotta tell you though, that fall that Adam Cole took at the end, holy crap! I'm happy he's all right after that, because that was a scary ass fall at the end of that match. He was just, it looked like he got split in half from it. I mean, it was brutal looking, but happy to know Adam Cole is okay, and they seem to have enough, I guess, protection from the fall, from the debris and everything to kind of protect them in a way. And then, of course, the debut of very nice, very evil Danhausen. Very happy to see him in AEW. Man, I love the way they debuted him. That was, honestly, probably the best way you could debut him, is just having Adam Cole pull him from underneath the ring, and he just plants a curse right on Adam Cole, and what do you know? Adam Cole loses the lights out match. So there you go. But yeah, again, I saw all throughout Facebook people just whining and complaining about this match and how Adam Cole this. I go, I miss NXT Adam Cole. Oh, Adam Cole should have stayed in WWE. He had to be a manager and get his head shaved and have his name changed and be a manager to a guy who got released just a little while ago from the beginning. Adam Cole probably would have followed suit because, why would WWE ever care about true talent in professional wrestling? I mean, that's not their forte. It's sports entertainment at the end of the day, right? But yeah, people just always love to jump to conclusions in the community, and it's the exact reason why I left Twitter, because I'm so sick and tired of these simple-minded individuals who do not look through the scope, where it's not that hard. Just look through the scope and you'll see, oh, okay, it's clear as day. Like, pay attention to storytelling. It's really not that difficult. Like, and meanwhile, people just always are like, oh, this person's buried. Oh, this person should have stayed in WWE. I'm so upset. Chill out. It's going to be okay. Adam Cole is going to be the world champion at some point in AEW, and I want these same people to air these same grievances when Adam Cole does win the AEW World Championship, because it's coming. AEW, I'm sure, knows what they have in Adam Cole, and they know he's one of the best wrestlers in the entire world today. So I'm not really worried about this loss he took, in which it didn't even count. But for what it was a solid main event. So,
Cam?
I thought the main event was a disappointment, to be quite honest with you. I was not a fan of this lights out match at all, but I thought they did have some cool spots. First off, I am so happy Orange Cassidy finally wore a cup. I am so happy. He finally
I knew that was going to make you happy.
He finally brought a cup. As soon as he did that spot, I cheered. I was like, yay! So he finally wore a cup. I love that spot. And secondly, the Danhausen spot I thought was great, but I'm not gonna lie. When Adam Cole first sport the chair out under the ring, until they showed his face, I thought it was Johnny Gargano. I'm not gonna lie. Until they showed his face, I thought it was Johnny Gargano. Then they showed his face, and I realized it was Danhausen. And then they showed his face, and I realized it was Danhausen, which is awesome. Danhausen going to AEW. First off, I think everybody could have seen this coming. This is one that the fans have practically been begging for. And secondly, Danhausen is going to make AEW a lot of money. He is going to make AEW a lot of money. I mean, he got the ass boys pushing the T-shirt just by him going off Twitter and him saying ass boys. He got the Gunn Club, a T-shirt and a push on television. So Danhausen can do that for the fucking Gun Club. I think he's going to make a lot of people in AEW a lot of money. I'm very happy. He is in AEW. Very nice, very evil. Danhausen, welcome to the team, my good buddy. I'm so happy he's in AEW.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to see the work that he does in AEW. And the last topic I was going to talk about, but I am not going to, because I haven't watched the match yet. It's Cody and Sammy Guevara. I haven't watched it. I saw the one cutter, though, that is equal to Edge's top ropes when Jeff Hardy was hanging onto the briefcase of the titles. That cutter was amazing. One of the cleanest cutters I think I've ever seen. The fact that Sammy Guevara could go from ladder to ladder to do that was incredible. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And we shall get into the Rampage review from tonight's show. So we started off with John Moxley against Anthony Bowens. They had a good match. I thought the match was very good. Bowens worked well in this match. They were fighting out in the crowd a lot. Moxley was bowing to Aubrey Edwards, raised her hand, so that was nice. So they kept brawling outside. Caster got involved. Bowens nearly scored a pin with a roll-up. Moxley, he beat him with a paradigm shift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Bowens with the paradigm shift. Thought the match was very good. After the match, they zoom backstage, and it shows Bryan Danielson with a smirk on his face. So they just keep doing these small teases of Danielson against Moxley, probably in 5 weeks at the pay-per-view. So That is going to be amazing. Thoughts, Wes?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good opening match. There's definitely a reason why they keep putting Anthony Bowens in singles matches, is because they know that he's definitely the singles guy in the tag team of the Acclaimed. And, of course, Max Caster is the mic worker, man. Comes out every week, delivers the best raps imaginable. And so they got a great thing going with the Acclaimed, and they know what they got in them. And, it's good work for Anthony Bowens to get in there with some of the top guys and get some really good singles matches out of them. And I thought this was really good. The crowd seemed to be into it quite a bit too. But yeah, it's just so great to see Moxley back and picking up the win here. And the teases more and more from Moxley Danielson feud, man. I need this feud. I really, really need this feud, man. Promo work, in-ring work, man. I mean, these guys are going to absolutely kill it. And I cannot wait to see the progression of this feud going forward.
Yeah, Cam?
I thought this was a very good match here. Anthony Bowens is great. Anthony Bowens is fantastic. Anthony Bowens is great. He's fantastic. So I really enjoyed this match here between these two. So I really enjoyed this match here between these two guys. And the build for Moxley and Danielson, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And Danielson just backstage. First off, Bryan Danielson has some fantastic fashion sense, bro. This dude has been wearing the same white shirt since All Out. The same white shirt he's been wearing since All Out. I love it, man. I love it. He's been absolutely great with that. But, Danielson just clapping for Jon Moxley afterwards. I thought it was great, and it's clear to me that we're getting Moxley and Danielson at Revolution. And sign me up. Sign me up. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be a physical match, too. That's going to be really hard hitting. I can't wait to see those. They were supposed to face each other at Full Gear, and then Moxley went away. And I love that they went right back. Like I said last week, I love that they went right back to the program they were going to do for Full Gear, which is Moxley and Bryan Danielson. We then had FTR against Brock Anderson and Big Shotty Lee Johnson. I thought this was a fun tag team match. I really did. I see the potential in Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, but I would want to see Lee Johnson more as a single star. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I would say so. Lee Johnson's he's shown he's definitely a very exciting guy to watch in the ring. And, Brock Anderson in his own right, he's showing more and more here tonight that he has so much potential, and he could really be, something in AEW for sure. It's wild how this guy's the same age as me, though. And he looks like a 40-year-old man. I mean, this guy, it's like me and him are the same exact age. And like, man, this guy could literally pass for like 45 years old or something, man. But but yeah, that's pretty funny there, man. Just getting the looks from his daddy.
That's the Arn Anderson effect, bro. That's the Arn Anderson effect,
right.
bro. Arn Anderson was 20
funny.
something. I guarantee he could have passed for like 50 something. That man don't age.
Yeah, but this was good though, man. This was fun, a fun match. I did notice it did seem like they were doing a little bit more of a crowd pipe in noise, a little bit more, like just at least at the start of the match. It seemed like it kind of died a little more throughout the match, but like it did kind of feel like they piped in just a little bit of crowd noise at the start. But I in a way I kind of get it, but it's like WWE does this whole bunch. I don't want AEW to start abusing it. But yeah, that's the whole effect of having taped Rampage episodes is you're not gonna have as fiery of a crowd. But I thought they still all four of these guys still put on a great performance. FTR, of course, we know how great they are. Lee Johnson, Brock Anderson, very young tag team, and so they got a lot of potential, and I think they could be a really solid tag team in this wide division that AEW has. So
100%. 100. Cam, did you give your thoughts?
I did not. I thought this was an awesome tag team match. I really enjoyed this tag team match. This is my favorite match of the night here. They got more offense than I thought they would. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute squash for FTR, but no, they actually gave Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson some offense. And Lee Johnson is a lot of fun to watch. Brock Anderson, really impressed me in this match, and I thought this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this tag team match. I wouldn't mind seeing this. I wouldn't mind seeing this again because this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope they give more tag team matches to Brock and Lee Johnson. I enjoyed seeing them as because they're on Dark all the time. They never wrestle as a tag team on television, and so I think this was their first time wrestling as a tag team on television. So yeah, it was nice to see them, and FTR got the win. And then we had the uh, what was after this? The TBS title.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, this was a quick match. Julia Hart against Jade Cargill. Julia Hart is still supporting that eye patch that she got spit in her left eye. She got squashed in I think 4 minutes. Jade Cargill pretty much dominated that match. Um, 26-0. They're really pushing this undefeated streak for Jade Cargill. I think someone really big is going to have to take that title. Not really big, but I think a worthy challenger is going to have to take that title off of Jade when the time is right. But as far as Julia Hart goes, you could tell there's still tension. This tension between her and the Varsity Blondes. I still think she's joining the House of Black. I don't know when, but something tells me she's still going to be joining. But who knows? That could be very soon. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear that she is turning. But this was a quick squash, and I think, like we said last week, they're just going to have Jade beat opponent after opponent after opponent for the TBS title. So um, let's hear from Cam first.
Julia Hart got a lot more offense in than I thought she would. I'll put it at that. I thought this was gonna be a pump kick, jaded, 1, 2, 3, go home. But Julia Hart got a lot more offense in this match than I thought she would have. And then I thought she would have. And then I thought she would have. But Julia Hart, I'm sorry, but Jade Cargill winning was the absolute right decision, and they are. This get like Undertaker WrestleMania, man. You remember when Undertaker you remember when the Undertaker won a match at Mania? They put the graphic up on the top of the screen.
Yeah.
He's 17-0. He's 18-0. That's what this reminds me of, man. Every time Jay Cargill wins a match, they just put the graphic up on the top of the. They just put a graphic up on the top of the screen. But when whoever beats Jay Cargill is going to get a huge pop, and it was going to get a huge pop, and they are going to be made, and they're going to be made. But I thought this was really, they're going to be made. But I thought this was good for the time that it lasted. And yeah, Julia Hart got a lot more offense in than I expected her to.
Early prediction. I don't know when this is going to happen. I think the person that's going to take the title off of Jade, my early pick right now would be Statlander. That would
Ooh.
be that would be my pick right now. Hey, it's way too early to take the title off of her. Well, let's hear from Wes, man.
Yeah, not much to say about it. Julia Hart got a good bit of offense in on Jade Cargill, but ultimately we knew who was going to win this match. Jade Cargill retains. They're really pushing the undefeated streak, which is very interesting. So yeah, they definitely got to make sure to set somebody up who is definitely worthy of taking that title off of Jade Cargill when the time does happen. Obviously, it's not going to happen anytime soon. And AEW throughout this year, I expect them to sign more great women's talent for the women's division. Because pretty soon you're going to have Ember Moon on the market, and you're going to have Nixon Newell on the market as well. Tony Storm is no longer with WWE as well. I mean, you got a lot of solid women right there who you can sign, who very well you could push to eventually take that title of Jade Cargill. Chris Statlander is a good early prediction, but we're have to see as time goes on. But yeah, it's very interesting how they keep pushing the undefeated streak. Obviously, they're going to keep that growing more and more. So heck, it might not even be like an Undertaker undefeated streak. It might end up. It might even go as far as a Goldberg undefeated streak for all we know.
I can see that. I can see you getting the Goldberg undefeated streak.
Yeah.
Goldberg was like 173. Boy, I can see her getting that Goldberg undefeated streak. I can see it.
Something like that. But it's going to be interesting to see. But I just hope we start to get kind of some really good matches out of this reign. I don't want it to just be quick 5-minute matches or whatever. I'd like to see some work rate show more and more, and see Jade just kind of grow better and better as a performer as time does go on. But we shall see. But right now she's continuing to look as dominant as ever.
Yeah. Here's a segment I want to talk about. This backstage segment with Andrade. I love Andrade, I really do. He's a top 10 wrestler. He has top 10 wrestler in the world material. But you're telling me this is the best stuff you have for Andrade right now? This AHFO stuff. This is really the best you have for Andrade right now. It's just kind of disappointing to me.
Well,
Am
at least he's mingling with Darby Allin. I will say that he's mingling with Darby Allin, who's one of the top
Darby Allin
guys in
and
the
Sting.
company, and Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. They're gonna have a killer match.
Yeah.
And they'll probably build it up for a Dynamite or maybe the pay-per-view, who knows? But I don't know. I should have said it last week, but this whole AHFO stuff, like, oh my god, dude.
You're not a fan? Come on, that's some of the best stuff you could ever watch on television. There you go. But I see what you mean, man.
I'll take QT Marshall over. I'll take QT over the HFO any day.
Have Andrade join the factory. There you go.
Yeah.
Have him be the new head of the factory. There you
go.
go.
No. We need Hook to join the factory. That's
that's what they're planning right now, man. That's what this whole storyline's been with Hook, is he keeps taking out QT Marshall until he eventually joins the factory. It's storytelling 101, man. Come on. You gotta be a seasoned wrestling fan to be knowing stuff like this. There you go.
But hey, Andrade and Darby Allin, though, sign me up.
Oh, of course.
I would love that for Revolution. Please put that on Revolution.
I do. I think that's the match you're getting at Revolution. I think getting Andrade against Darby Allin with Stink in his corner. We're gonna get Stink in Darby's corner.
What's the question, Cam?
Huh?
You said you had a question.
Nah. If I did, I don't remember it. So.
You must have forgot it.
Oh no, the question is when are the factory going to recruit Darby and Sting? That's the real question. Where are we going to start seeing a growing faction in the factory? That's what we gotta know.
I gotta send a tweet out to QT Marshall and ask him that. Make sure I got tell him.
How many more members are we going to recruit in the factory, man? We need to know.
Yeah, we need them to be the new HFO. So that's exactly what we need. Wednesday night, Chicago Dynamite. It's shaped up to be a very good show. Obviously, the show is all built around CM Punk versus MJF next week. The big match, the big money match. Ruby Soho against Nyla Rose. Pac's back. He's teaming up with Penta to face Malachi Black and Brody King. That should be a great match. I think that's all they have announced, right?
Believe so.
Yeah. And then Rampage, we have Mercedes Martinez against Thunder Rosa and Jay Lethal against Ricky Starks for the FTW title. Also, one thing I forgot to talk about on Dynamite, did anybody come out for that Britt Baker segment?
No.
I thought for sure Thunder Rosa would interrupt that.
Yeah, I kind of thought somebody was going to interrupt. It did feel like for a little bit it kind of dragged, but at the same time, I love me some Britt Baker on my television screen, so it's like I can't complain too much. But yeah, it was a bit of a weird segment, but it was kind of just Britt Baker going out there and just dogging on Cleveland and putting over her Pittsburgh Steelers. So there you go.
Yeah. How can you be putting over the Pittsburgh Steelers when they don't even have a quarterback now? Oh.
Big Ben, no more Big Ben.
Main event. Private Party against Jurassic Express, AEW Tag Team Championships. I actually really enjoyed this match. I really did. These two tag teams, they work really well together. Jurassic Express obviously won. with that. I don't know what the name call is for the finisher, but
I
man,
think it's
that's
I
such
think
a
it's called I think it's called the Jurassic Express. I think
The
it's the name of it.
Jurassic Express. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah.
okay. That's a beautiful finish. I really love it.
Yeah. Then
So,
ever since they've started doing that, like way back when AEW like first started, man, I've always loved that move. That is such an awesome move.
yeah. They won, and the Gun Club came out and laid them out, and they ended the show holding the tag team title.
That's
So,
the future. That's their future. There
oh,
you go. That's what we're gonna see in the future, boys.
Bro, I can't believe this might be the Revolution match over the
It better not be the
no,
Revolution
it's not.
match. There's no way they're making
over
that
the
move.
Acclaim. Like, oh god, that pisses me off, bro.
No,
The
they're
fact
not going to
that
save the Gun Club for Revolution. I seriously doubt that. I would be not happy at all if Tony Khan was like, yes, put Gun Club on Revolution. It's like I don't think anybody. If the only exception I'll make is if you put the title Ass Boys in the graphic, there you go, and then maybe that's an exception I can see.
Yeah, if the Gun Club are getting the tag title match at Revolution, I might sell my ticket. I don't know. I'm kidding.
You go as far as to do that for the Gun Club. Come on.
I'm not on my ticket. I promise. That's probably a Dynamite or a Rampage match, probably in 2 weeks or something like that. Um, I don't know who's in the top five that could. Are Santana and Ortiz in the top five?
I'm not sure. Yeah, they
I don't
should be.
know I don't know who's challenging Jurassic Express. Last week I thought it would be Sting and Darby Allin, and now it looks like Darby Allin's going feuding with Andrade, and I don't know. I would say maybe Malachi and Brody, but they just became a tag team, and Malachi's probably gonna have a match with Pac, I think. So I don't know what direction they go in for the tag team titles. I got no idea. What do you guys think? I kind of like it that I have no idea though.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know right now. It's very weird. I mean, you of course have a lot of tag teams. I just know one thing's for sure: we ain't getting Gun Club and Revolution. I mean, good luck. If that's the major feud you got for the Jurassic Express, man, it's like, man, we're not doing so great with this title reign right now. It's like we probably have to step it up just a little bit. But I don't know. Maybe it might be a surprise tag team. Some from the outside, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Think of something out there, but it'll be interesting to see though. But I'm happy that they're putting the tag titles at the forefront as they should be, and Jurassic Express is continuously defending them, and they're being made to look strong. And and they're super over too, and that's the thing. That's the beauty of having those tag champions is that both Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy are like two of the most over guys in the company, and they're the tag champions. And I feel like we're going to get so many more great matches out of this. I thought this main event tonight was really, really good. You can't go wrong with four guys like this who have already, gone head to head before and put on great matches before this. And, tonight was no different. I really enjoyed what they put together here.
Cam?
I enjoyed this tag. I thought this was a really fun tag team title match between Jurassic Express and Private Party. We please. My two requests for AEW this year when it comes to Private Party. One, can we get Private Party their old theme song back, please? And two, secondly, is can we please get rid of Private Party and the HFO? Please break them away from the HFO. So break them away from the HFO and bring Private Party's old name music back. I will be a very happy boy if you can do those things. But I thought this was a very good tag team match. I really much enjoyed it. The beatdown afterwards with the Ass Boys. I didn't look. Not disrespecting Billy and Colton and Austin. I think that's his name, whatever the hell his name is. Not disrespecting them, but I really hope this is not the match at Revolution. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not. I thought it was going to be the Acclaimed in that spot. I would have much rather preferred we get the Acclaimed. I would have much rather preferred we get the Acclaimed and Jurassic Express at Revolution, but we're clearly not getting that. So for tag teams, I could see it being Santana and Ortiz. I could see that being the match. I could also see it being so I could see that being the match. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah. I thought this is a good tag team. I thought this is a good tag title match, and as far as the Ass Boys are concerned, throw it all out. Just throw it all out and retry it again. I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see the Ass Boys. I really don't.
Dude, they're not getting the tag title match at Revolution. Don't worry. Don't worry. If they do get the tag title match at Revolution, I'll bring a poster with me to the pay-per-view that says Team WWE. All right.
Gosh, wow, Joseph, wow, you would go that far. He really would go that far. He would go that far. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
I'm only kidding, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We gotta wrap it up. I'm done for the night. Thank you all for joining us on the review. If you have not already, be sure to You got me laughing up a storm here, dude. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have some more content this weekend. We'll review the AFC and NFC championship games next week. Not sure how next week's gonna wrap up because Wednesday for the month of February, no Dynamite reviews because I have class Wednesday nights. Bummer, but it's all right because you'll get them on Friday nights along with the Rampage reviews. And also, more than likely, after Super Bowl and the NFL season's over, going to transition into some NBA content on the channel once, maybe twice a week. So, got a lot of content coming up. And for March, first weekend of March, Revolution weekend, like I said, if anybody is going to be at Rampage, FanFest, or the pay-per-view itself, let me know because I want to meet as many people as possible that weekend. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts about tonight's Rampage. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from all three of us tonight. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. Wes, where can I follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at The Real Wesley Snipes, and you can follow me on TikTok with the same username at The Real Wesley Snipes. Also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/WesleyWilliams5. And make sure you guys continue to tune in. You know, we won't be having the Dynamite reviews on Wednesdays for the month of February, but it's okay because we'll be covering both Dynamite and Rampage starting next Friday. And I cannot wait to talk about both of those shows. We got a big week of content next week as far as AEW is concerned. So I hope you all are strapped in for the ride. Continue to support us throughout 2022. And Cam, go ahead and plug those socials, my man.
Take us home.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Cam71101 if you want my thoughts on all things. If you want my thoughts on all things wrestling and the NBA, you can follow me there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the CNA podcast, available on all platforms. Where not only will we be bringing you the best wrestling content, but next week, South Park returns for its 25th season. Man, Esco might be doing some South Park reviews. So we might be doing some South Park episode reviews. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe to that on all platforms. We also have a World on GCW review up on there and some MLW show reviews. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast, available on all platforms.
That's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. I'll be back Sunday. That's it. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, man, stay classy. We out. Peace.